Hi there, welcome to episode 7. I wanted to start off the video today by just doing some of my dailies, or in this case a weekly. I always try and do the tiers of Gothics, as it's just a great way of getting XP in a skill that, as it's my lowest, is normally one I don't want to train. I also then try and make sure I get my battle staffs whenever I can, and the buckets of sand, etc, etc for an Ironman. Unfortunately, obviously you can't get the herb boxes, which much to the disappointment of me and my GIM teammates, as I feel it'd be great in helping us with that bottleneck, as I discussed in the last episode. So I wanted to talk today about this episode. It's one of the shorter one, as I was doing a lot of longer term grinds, like my mining, building up to do some construction, which is coming up very soon, and it just was I just needed to have something on the side that I was doing that was a bit shorter term. So at this point, I was quite close to 250 um, Slayer tasks. So what I was doing is I was trying to just build up a few with Konar, as obviously I just wanted as many points as possible to be able to do skips, to get Kraken tasks, to get other different tasks that would be helpful for the account. So I just continued on doing that. So I opened up a bunch of clues that were just sitting in my bank, because I wanted to just grind out the next 3 tasks, because I think I was on task 246. So I need to do 3 tasks with Konar to get a massive point boost, which would be fantastic. And on this one, I opened some hard clues. I opened a fair few hard clues. I don't know why I continued to do them, because they always are a bit of a disappointment. But on this 246th or 7th task, whichever one it was, I was so close to getting one of the best levels on the account, which was 99 strength. So what I decided to do was get my group partner with me down in the old Lumbridge swamp, and I thought I would kick a rat to death for 99 strength. Well, I certainly miscalculated how many kills I needed to do. So as you can see, I was just running around kind of frantically, just kicking lots of things to death, hoping that I could get the 99 strength XP. But it was a laugh. It was fun because it was something we did together. As that's sort of the aim of the accounts, is obviously to go around doing things together and celebrate things together. So we got there in the end, killed a rat, got 99 strength, following on from Gumption because he got it first. But we got the 99 strength, so it was fantastic because then I could move on to finally getting some quick levels through attack. So I did as everyone did, headed over to the Warriors Guild, grabbed myself the cape, and did the emote to show off. Probably one of the more obtained capes for 99, other than fire making, which is my other 99. So when I'm really looking at it, I kind of had some of the easier 99s, as people would say, but still a great thing to have. Don't need to worry about that so much anymore, and I can start picking up those quick levels, get a bit more accurate, get a bit more defense. So after doing this, celebrating for a little bit, I went back, finished off my task. This was at Gargoyles, which is always a great source of getting some hard clues, great source of GP and resources for us. It's definitely one that anybody should do all the time. And in the future, I'm going to definitely try to tackle the boss, because it's something I've never done before. Although I've seen from various videos it's a bit of a pain, but it's still worth it to try something new and try and get some of that boss casey, some of those drops that I've never had before, the dust, the granite gloves, the granite hammer. But we'll see in the future whether or not I do that when I get some more gargoyle tasks. Obviously, as the levels go up, I might get those less often, but I'm definitely going to try that in the future. So I finished off this task, went back to Konar, grabbed another one. It opened up the last 2 hard clues I'd got from Gargoyles, and as usual, they're not the best, but there's always that chance of getting the third age from the caskets. But we got some purple sweets, always helpful to going into the fight caves, and plenty of alcohols and teleports. So we went back to our task, which we'd got from Conan, which was tourists. I haven't had that many of these. I think I've had a couple of tasks overall, and I've got a couple of the leaf-bladed swords. I am using the leaf-bladed battle axe that I went off task to kill Kurasks, because they dropped fantastic amounts of loot, and I was like, I need a decent crush weapon. I didn't quite feel I was ready at the time to take on Seragnis for the cudgel, so I just went for the battle axe. I think I did about 1,000 kills and managed to get it off task, which made this task a lot quicker, as I bought a whole inventory of food. I think I barely ate anything. So then I went back to another great task for Ironman, which is Aberrant Spectres. Fantastic when you've got the herb sack like I have, because it means you can store all of the herbs, even the rubbish ones like worms and Marin tills that most people will just leave on the ground, I'm obviously sweeping those up to try and get that maximum amount of Herblore XP that we can get, as that really is, as I've said many times at this point, a real bottleneck for us. But I grabbed a Snapdragon seed, which always helpful to get those better seeds. But I think I was about done for the night after this. As you can see, it was quite late, about 2 in the morning. So logged on next afternoon and did my final task, which luckily was quite an easy task. Grabbed my cannonballs, and just bursted down some Calphites, because I don't think I'm quite ready to even attempt the Calphite Queen, and at the time the update for the Calphite Queen's drop table hadn't changed. So I got told I had to leave, grabbed it, and grabbed 630 extra points for Slayer, giving me back up to 787. It's going to allow me to skip so many of the worst tasks, and then I'll be able to progress a lot quicker by killing anything that's going to drop us some decent upgrades. So after finishing the task, I grabbed my Karanja gloves and headed back to Duradel to get my 251st task, as now I had plenty of points to be able to skip for the better tasks like bosses, which I have already unlocked. Now I'll be continuing to use Duradel for 9 tasks, and maybe going off the 10th for the extra point boost. But again, we'll wait and see, because obviously she gives tasks in a lot of undesirable areas, and I want to try and use Duradel as much as possible to get those boss tasks and the better money tasks and resources. So we'll run on over there now and grab ourselves a task and see what Duradel gives. Hopefully it's something good that we haven't done before, or done a lot of anyway. So he gives us drakes. I headed over there and actually managed to pick up a drake's claw, so we did the upgrade to the boots of stone. I did already have the granite boots, so now I have an option for both range and melee, which is great. So to finish off, I went back to my longer term grind, which is mining. I'm aiming to get 92, so then I can move on to amethyst, but I wanted to get the cosmetic of the golden prospector. I had the normal stuff, so I thought I would join the star miners CC and run around and do that. I managed to actually pick up this star, which is a tier 2 all to myself, which was a big boost to the stardust. But once this was done, I grabbed the golden prospector, and that was a very long grind done. So now it would just be an even longer grind from 92 to 99 mining. But for now, that's it for this episode. Until next time.